welcome to Perth. I actually didn't really plan to film today, so this is a very impromptu vlog, but it's just such beautiful weather and we're visiting one of my favourite places in Scotland, which is called Branklyn Gardens, and it's a National Trust for Scotland garden, and the garden, beautiful, but there's also an amazing cafe which, if you like cheese scones, they do amazing cheese scones. I'm not holding out hope just in case they don't have them today, but every time I've been before they have, and they're just so good. So yeah, we're off for a little day trip to Perth, Branklyn Gardens, and then just have a little wander around, pop into some shops maybe, and I just thought I'd bring you along. So we're almost there. We're next to a very busy road, so hopefully you can hear me okay. But straight ahead is Branklyn, and to the left is Canoe Hill, which I did a few years ago, I think maybe 2 years ago now, with my friends, and it was just so lovely. I might include, if I can find any photos, maybe one of the photos that we took there, and I'll just include it here. But it's such a lovely little walk, and if you're coming to Perth, would highly recommend. We're not doing it today, but I just wanted to let you know. We're in, and first stop we're going to have lunch because we're a bit peckish. But this house that I'm passing, actually, I think last time I was here I found out that you can actually stay here, which sounds amazing. I would love to stay here. Fruit scone's lovely too, though.
The Earl Grey.
Yes, mine. Thank you. Oh, that looks so good. We finished lunch and it was so good. They had one cheese scone left, so we decided to share it and have half a fruit scone, half a cheese scone. And we also had their chocolate orange vegan tart and a lemon and elderflower sponge cake. So yeah, and then we had pots of tea as well. So now we're just going to have a little wander around the garden and then head back towards Perth and maybe pop into a few shops, maybe a few charity shops as well. They are. So we're finished at Branklyn and we're just walking through Riverside Park and heading back to sort of the city centre to see if there's any shops to pop into, and then we'll meet back up with my dad and head home. Hello friends! So I was just editing the end of the video last night and I realised I actually never finished it. Like I never formally sat down and said thanks for watching and everything, and sometimes that's fine. Sometimes I just write thanks for watching, see you in the next one. But this one felt like a little bit unfinished, and I think one of the reasons of that, in my personal opinion, is that I showed you a bunch of charity shop videos and, well, not a bunch, I showed you a few charity shop videos and some clips from Quince and Cook, and I never really sort of mentioned what I ended up getting, which is nothing very exciting. But I just wanted to have a little chat basically. I've made myself a cup of tea. I ran out of one of my favourites, which is green chai, and instead of just going and repurchasing straight away, I tried to use a lot of my teas so that I don't have extra, that I never really touch, because I always go to my favourites, which is a few. So I haven't had this tea for a good, at least maybe 2 months or so, and I'm so happy to have it back again. Anyway, that was a little tangent. So the only thing I ended up getting from Perth actually is one book, which is not very exciting. But I was introduced to this series. I know MC Beaton is like a really famous author, really well known, and I think she's generally known for her Agatha Raisin series, which I haven't read, and I know there's a TV series as well. But I was introduced to the Hamish Macbeth murder mystery series, which is just so funny to me that he's got like the most Scottish name possible, because I have like the Libby library app, which allows you to like digitally borrow books and audiobooks, and I listened to 2 of these books one time when I was out taking photos for a job. But so far I've read through almost all of it, and it's not too bad at all, but by no means an amazing book. But if you're just looking for an easy read, it's set on a Scottish island. I'm pretty sure it's a fictional one. Yeah, I think it's a fictional one. I think I actually googled it and I don't think it was a real one. If you just fancy a light murder mystery on a Scottish island during a storm, I would recommend. Just an easy read. So yeah, I also really like the front cover. I think that's also what kind of drew me in. Just really like the painting. So yeah, that is the only thing that I ended up buying. My mum got 2 books as well. It was an amazing deal. It was like 3 books for £1. And I also wanted to mention Quince and Cook, because I had never been in there before. I had walked by them. I think they're only a few years old maybe, but I think they call themselves like a modern department store, and I just thought they were great. Like, I wish we had one in Edinburgh, and I actually checked to see if they were a chain, but they're an independent, just that one shop in Perth. And I could have bought so much from the shop, and I think one of the reasons that I didn't buy anything is because I was like overloaded with so many lovely things, and I was like, I could have that, and I couldn't decide. I wasn't going to buy like 10 things, unfortunately my budget can't afford that. So I couldn't actually figure out of like for example like the 10 things that I liked, which one I actually needed and wanted the most. So in the end I was just like, oh, I'll come back another day, or I'll do an online shop. But I just really wanted to share them because I thought that they were just really cool and a really great shop if you're in Scotland. I think the UK in general, I think it must be the UK. I don't know if they ship anywhere else. I would recommend just checking out their website as well, because they've just got lots of really interesting things. And if you're in Perth, for sure, definitely visit them. Would be such an interesting place if you're visiting Scotland and visiting a few cities, to pick up a few souvenirs or gifts for people, because they had quite a few local sort of Scottish businesses as well. So yeah, I was very, very impressed. But yeah, that was my little spontaneous vlog of Perth. I hope that you liked it. I can't promise when my next video will be, just because there are a few things coming up. My mum's having her ops in and all of that, so that will be kind of busy with that sort of thing. But I just wanted to get a video up before all of that stuff started happening, and I don't really know when I'll get the chance to update YouTube. But I do have a teeny weeny little holiday coming up soon next month. So I think sometime in September, towards the end of September, I think, I need to double check the date, I am heading off to visit my first Scottish island. I don't think I've actually ever been to a Scottish island, so I'm going to the Isle of Bute. next month, and I'm very excited. I've booked the hotel, me and my friend are going. You will have watched, well, maybe not. I do have videos on this channel, I think maybe, is it last year or the year before? Me and my friend Ashley generally do our annual friendship trip in autumn, and we generally go to Glasgow. Every year we try a different hotel in Glasgow, and I still love Glasgow and would love to revisit. But this year we've decided to change things up a bit and go a bit further and go to the Isle of Bute. So I would definitely try and vlog that, because that would be a wonderful memory and I think just really fun to share with you as well. But anyway, I've been sprathing on for 7 minutes. Oh my goodness. And I don't actually want to edit this end bit because I just want to upload it straight away right now. But yeah, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I've got terrible posture. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.